So we probably got we got a couple more artists to talk about in the 70s, and then we'll get to other stuff as well. But let's talk tonight about one of the biggest, most successful acts emerging out of the early 70s. How could we not talk about this? You briefly talked about this when we talked about Billy Joel's 100th Madison Square Garden show.
But we have to talk about your Lord and Savior, Bruce Springsteen, don't we?
We have to talk about Jesus Christ himself. we have no, I'm kidding. But I mean, how could we not talk about Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band? Quite possibly the greatest live act and cover band of all time. They started out in the 70s, and Born to Run, my favorite song, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite song of all time is Born to Run. Deal with it, all you heavy metal haters out there, or likers, whatever you want to call yourself. Born to Run, quite possibly one of the best songs of all time, too. Hands down.
And
end of discussion. No further debate.
But JT,
Motley Crue, everyone. No.
What about Metallica?
I love Metallica is fantastic, though.
We'll talk about them in the 90s.
We'll talk about them in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, don't worry. Maybe in the 80s. Well, 80s and 90s particularly. They'll overlap. But Bruce, I've gone on record and I've said this before. How many things can you do for 4 hours and be entertained by it? How many things can you see for 4 hours for $25 an hour and enjoy thoroughly for 4 hours of live entertainment? How many concerts play for 4? I like the 2-hour shows. Get off of here.
Well, JT, the 2-hour shows are great because I get home in a reasonable hour. I get to drink my warm milk and go to bed.
He played for 4 hours. 4 hours of live music. I like to see Motley Crue do that. They're playing 15 songs a night right now on their stadium tour. Okay, cool, whatever. I love Def Leppard to death. I'd like to see Def Leppard play for 4 hours straight. They play for about 2.5, killing it. I'd like to see them play for 4 hours.
He actually played a show one time. They had to shut the power off.
That's a true story. They were playing for 4 hours and 10 minutes in Finland. They cut his mic off. They were like, dude, get off the stage. And he was still going. That was 10 years ago in 2012.
He's like, can y'all hear me? Okay, I'll keep going.
It was 4 hours.
After a while, you run out of songs, though.
He played 38 songs. Even Paul McCartney has said it himself. He's like, look, Bruce has got energy. He plays for 4 hours. And he started in the 70s. The man is in his 70s. Oh, my God. I can go on about him all day. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see a great show coming up, go see Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band on their 2023 tour. You will not be disappointed. That's the thing. You don't even have to know the music. You can just go and be the people. They say the people who don't see him, and they're changed by his experience by seeing him live, are called Bruce virgins.
You never forget your first time, huh?
You never forget your first time at a Bruce Springsteen concert. It's the truth, though. The man plays for 4 hours. How many things can you do for 4 hours? How many artists can play? Not many artists play for that long, anyways. Sometimes like 2.5, maybe 3. His shows are. He goes out there. He said it on record. It's like, we know we're gonna do 3, but anytime after 3.5 or 3 hours and 40 minutes, it's just whatever it is. I'm like, dude, you're like 70 something years old, and you're gonna play for 4 hours? Hell yeah, let's go. So I have to take Bill to see that as well. Just
God, I'm gonna be busy next year, huh?
Bill and I are going to go see Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band later next year. But he started in the 70s, but we're taking it back. Started in the 70s, one of the best. And plus, even people today who people who are in certain circles, like, oh yeah, I'm not a fan of his music, but he still puts on the best show. Just saying, there are people who have gone to different types of shows and seen him and like, that was the best show I've ever seen.
Yeah, my very dear friend, Mr. Vinny Levine. Vinny, if you were watching, shout out to you, my friend.
Love you, Vinny.
He saw him 8 times.
Not fair, man.
And every time I tell JT, he gets very jealous.
That's crazy.
And
it's crazy.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I'd see him, but I'm hearing tickets are mad expensive, I heard.
We'll work on that together, buddy. Don't worry.
We'll work on that.
Well,
Okay, if he says we're going to work on that, we're going to work on that. So this is the time where I shut my mouth and don't question anything.
I kid you not, Bill. The backlash has been crazy online about his ticket prices. But true story, if you want to get a ticket to any one of these shows, just wait till the day of the show because the prices drop like 50% by then on all the tickets, regardless of what it is.
Day of the show.
If you wait like the day before the show, the day of the show, buy the tickets that morning, then you're good. Then the prices drop so significantly. I'm tired of people bitching and moaning about this online. So, because like literally just have to wait.
How bad is it on online forums right now?
There's backlash, a lot of backlash. But regardless, though, I'm not getting into it. If you go see him, you're a bruised virgin if you have not seen him yet, and you're gonna flip out if you see him live. So,
okay. If I see him with you next year,
which you will. I'm just letting you know, right, Bill. There's no option. Like when he announces those MetLife Stadium dates, we're going.
Okay. When I see him with you next year, there is no if, is there?
There's no if. I'm just letting you know.
There's no if, ands,
or buts.
Or buts.
So just want to let you guys know. My full disclosure,
even if I have to miss Sports Insanity podcast that night, I'll go.
You have 4 hours off. You can do it. Just saying.
Okay.
But yeah,
so I just want to get if that shows on a Monday night and JT takes me, I want to apologize to Dan Ryans and aka Danny Boy Reginald and Lawrence Pashman Lang. I want to apologize, but actually no. Sorry, not sorry.
I've said this on record in my own time and but the fact of the matter is that Bill, I've said this when I'm saying it on air. I don't really care. So I'm gonna take to go see Bruce Springsteen, the street band. Me, Bill, my father, my uncle, and my lovely girlfriend. We're all gonna go together. We're getting 5 tickets, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. We're all going together. Nothing. We're going to enjoy ourselves that night.
We'll build this thing together. Every time another. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Sorry, that was calling my name.
I know, it's okay. But yeah, bottom line, Bruce Springsteen.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
This is why we do the show together.
Or ain't no stopping us now. Because I know that song was in the 70s. We're on the move.
Oh my God. Anyways, Bruce Springsteen came out of the 70s, ladies and gentlemen, one of the top tier artists of the world, one of the best of all time, regardless of what people think of him. He is widely regarded as one of the best artists of all time. No stopping it.
No.
But
he is.
What can you say?
You know what? My dad actually saw him on the Born in the USA tour.
So did my dad.
Everything is connected.
Secretly,
it's all connected.
Yes, sir. But yeah, so Bruce Springsteen, classic artist, one of the best of all time, and the 70s. How could you not?